Welcome to Inktober, Day 3. Hi, I'm Jessica Sanders, coloringcreativeart.com. Welcome to my channel. Let's get started. So the ink blot splotch that I have today really inspired me to draw flowers. I thought they were perfect floral shapes and that it would be a lot of fun to draw and create sort of, I don't know, a wildflower landscape kind of thing. And so I started with this blue shape that had this nice pinkish orange center, and I thought that would be the perfect place to start drawing a flower, and drew sketchy outlines around it. Still, I am not quite as loose as I want to be here. My lines are not quite as sketchy, but I'm getting there. Now this flower is quite a bit more sketchy, and I like that better. It feels better to me to draw that way. I drew some little stems, and then I started looking for another shape. I want more than 2 flowers in my little wildflower drawing. And so I saw that little circular splotch, and I thought, oh, that'll be a perfect center for a flower. And I made a white flower. So that was pretty cool. I really liked that idea. Now I feel like I need to add some weight to the stems. I want them to be a little heavier, a little darker. So I'm adding a sort of a second line beside the first line. It may be a little bit hard to see that it's actually a couple of lines there. And then it's on to adding some shadows. I really like to add shadows. I don't know. I really like contrast, which is why adding the shadows is such an important step for me. So you may be wondering why I'm using a blue-gray kind of Pitt pen, and that's because a blue color will tend to recede or move away from the eye, which will add even more depth and the idea of that aerial perspective kind of thing when you're adding the shadows. Now it's time for some leaves. I just put them where they would fit on the stem, kind of almost ignoring the background colors. They didn't really come into play when I was drawing the leaves. Now I'm going to use my Winsor Newton gold drawing ink. This is the first time I've used it for my Inktober drawings. I have played with it a little bit. It's actually new to my stash, so I'm looking forward to using it. But first I went ahead and added more color to those leaves with the Brusho. So I just took a little bit of water on my watercolor brush and used the Brusho crystals and created more leafy colors and a little bit of grass too. But I tried out my glass dip pen with the gold ink, and it didn't really seem to be working very well, and it was such a fine line that I couldn't really see it. But I found out afterward that it actually did make some really tiny dots of color, which were really cool in the end. But I kind of abandoned that pen because I couldn't really tell that it was making a difference in showing up, and went to my regular dip pen and just added some accents with this gold. And not too much, just a little, just to play with that metallic color a little bit. Added some blotchiness and some spots and sort of some shimmery highlights here and there. I wanted you to be able to see the gold up close, so I have a little clip where it's a little bit closer and slowed down so that you can see it making the line. I just thought that was really, really fun to do, and it was just such a cool part of this project for me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're trying out Inktober, that you're enjoying it, that you're practicing, playing, and stretching your art wings and your wings of creativity and growing as an artist. Of course, there are lots of ways to grow as an artist. This is just one fun way to do it. So thanks so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.